Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I want to thank everybody for coming out. We're here today because we need to know and find out what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. You're sitting here looking at her mother, Teresa Martin, who on August 16th underwent a double mastectomy. And a couple of weeks later, she traveled to the Crowne Plaza Hotel in search of her daughter, explicitly telling them and asking them to help her find her daughter, asking them to show the videotapes because she knew her daughter was on the premises. Up to today's date, we still have not received the entirety of the video showing what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. We've asked you to come here today because there have been a lot of things said out there in the media about what happened, including that there is some videotape showing and displaying her walk into a freezer. We've been given some snippets of video, I'd say less than 30 to 40 minutes of video out of 36 hours, and none of that video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking into a freezer. So still today we have the question, and we're committed to finding out what happened to Kenneka Jenkins on the evening of September 10th of 2017. There have been questions about what did we receive. We've asked for all investigative reports, all statements, all videos from the premises, videos from the hallways, videos from the kitchen, to find out what is shown on the videos. We know she was there. And again, to today's date, we haven't received it. The snippets show a young lady who's disoriented, a young lady who clearly is in need of some attention. She's trying to find her way, and no one from Crowne Plaza Hotel responds to her. No one from Crowne Plaza Hotel is seeking to provide assistance to her. And for over a day, approximately a day and a half, apparently she was somehow down in this freezer, and they have no way of explaining, or they haven't to this date at least explained, how someone got into an area that clearly or apparently was not being utilized, and a freezer that apparently was on and not being used and functioning. So Ms. Martin has asked us to conduct an independent investigation. We've committed to her that we will not stop until we get all of the video. We will not stop till we get all of the recordings. We will not stop till we get all of the statements, because we want to give her an explanation, and she's entitled to an explanation as to what happened to her daughter on that evening.
We just had to slide over just that would help us out. I'm sorry.
Sure, no problem. I can tell you that in my line of work, I've come across some very strong individuals. But after hearing some of the 911 tapes, after having sat down and met Kenneka's mom, I've never met anybody as strong. What she could do for her daughter was unlimited. You're going to hear, I'm sure they're going to end up releasing the 911 tapes. You're going to actually see, hopefully they'll release it today. Hopefully we can get today the video we've been asking for the last 48 hours. But you are going to hear when those tapes are released. Ms. Martin called up and asked time and time again, please check the videotapes at the hotel. My daughter is missing. She went after having an infection in her chest, after having a double mastectomy, went over at 5 o'clock in the morning begging the hotel to please just check the videotapes. In a vacuum, that might sound innocuous, but what we have at least been told through you, the media, there are 47 cameras and 36 hours of tape that they never looked for. They never checked, they never searched, they never did anything, while a young 19-year-old disoriented girl is sitting in their freezer. Now there has to be an answer to how that happened. Better yet, there has to be an answer to why that happened. Why is Teresa sitting here having now to go over to the coroners to pick up her child, when on their videotape, in their hotel, in their freezer, all they had to do was watch it. I have guaranteed this mom, guaranteed her, we will get to the bottom of it. We will only go to where the facts lead us.
That's right.
But once we are there, we will have answers. That I promise, and that I promise you.
Thank you.
Senator, have they given you any answers thus far about how a community activist would have seen or claim to have seen videotape that shows this young lady going into a freezer and they would not be able to release that snippet to you?
To be quite honest with you, I don't know what any community activist has seen. To be honest with you, at this point, I'm not interested in what someone else has seen. I want to see it. Larry has been asking for there's nobody, I can tell you this, there's nobody more stringent on asking for what we need than Larry.
And that's the crux of my question.
And it's not just Andrew. There are a lot of people wondering what happened to this young lady. It's a community concern. She's a 19-year-old girl who was apparently found in a freezer after a day and a half of being asked for, and they've asked for videos for a day and a half. The mom went to the front desk asking, will you please look at the videos from the very beginning, and got nothing but resistance from the Crown Plaza Hotel.
Do you think
So
she
how many
And
might,
even today we haven't gotten the videos.
do you think she might still be alive if they had acted sooner?
I don't want to guess and speculate, but I want to know what's on these videos. If there's some video that shows her walking into a freezer, as has been reported to the media, I want to see that. I've been asking for it for 48 hours, and all I've gotten is snippets, none of which show that.
How long are the snippets? How many did you get? How long are the snippets?
We've got approximately 8 snippets. They show different portions of the hotel. They show someone who's disoriented, I would say, in need of assistance. I don't know how you would have monitoring systems that show that and not respond to it well before she reaches any freezer.
Ms. Martin, have you seen her
in the video?
I don't. There's no freezer whatsoever that I see in this video. In the video, let me be clear. I have not received all of the videos, but of the videos they've provided me, I have not seen any freezer, and I absolutely have not seen her walk into a freezer.
A spokesman for the hotel told me an hour ago that they have offered you guys the chance to view all 36 hours of tape, and you have yet to take them up on that offer.
An hour ago?
An hour ago.
It takes me an hour and a half to get there.
So I'm saying, though, they made this offer yesterday,
That's not accurate. That's not accurate.
so the spokesman for Crown Plaza is lying.
We have not received an offer to view the video. What's more important is her mother asked to see the video that day, within hours of her daughter being on.
Just so I'm clear, the spokesman is mistaken when he tells me that they have offered the representation from Ms. Martin the chance to view all 36 hours of tape. He's told me that twice in the last 24 hours that they made this offer to you. He is lying, is that what you're saying?
They have now told us they will make it available because we've
When
insisted.
did they tell you that?
They told me that within the last hour.
Okay. They did nothing yesterday.
They did put out a statement yesterday, though, saying they were offered to show the family all of the video. Did you not receive that?
I did not receive contact. All of you have been able to reach me and call me, and we have not received it.
Are you satisfied?
Look, we are
The
here
bottom
right
line-
now. It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard. They don't know where Power Rogers and Smith is. Bring the tape now.
That's right.
It's not hard. That's what you call spin. I don't want to sound like the national. That's what you call spin. What happened here is they're mad because the protesters are out front and they're going to tell you anything they want. What we want to know is if they offered it, they can't send a messenger. They can't send somebody over here with the tape right now, and then they could prove us wrong. So that's my point. What we want to know is, where is it? We want to see it. I'm not going to worry about the last 48 hours. I'm going to worry about the next 48
That's
hours.
right.
I want to know when this a mother here, a grieving mother, is going to see the tape in the next 48 hours. When you can answer that, and when they can answer that, then I care. I don't care what happened 48 hours ago. Get us the tape now.
We just received an email from the police department with a link to all of the videos.
Oh, they released it to you, but they didn't call us and tell us this for
That's
the
correct.
mom.
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking.
Well,
if
part
you
of this is
received
we've been requesting all of the videos. We complained that we only received snippets of the videos, and we requested to see all of it. So it's good to see that it's going to be released, and we'll be able to view it.
Teresa, have you?
And what we're looking for is what's been represented to you, that there's some depiction of her walking into a freezer. We have, again, it's not on the snippets. If that's on the video, I want to see that.
Teresa, have you seen those snippets? And have you seen
Can we
them?
just slide you over?
Yes,
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Do you want to answer?
No.
Teresa's under a lot of grief. and we have agreed that we will answer any questions for you.
Is there anything that you would just like us to know or like to share? Because people want to hear from you. They feel, they empathize with the situation, with obviously your treatment and then obviously losing a child. They want to hear from you. Is there something that you want to tell folks that will see this, that, thanking them for their concerns, whatever you'd like to say?
Yes, I thank everybody for your help, the love and support. But I also want to know what happened. I want to see her literally actually walking into this freezer and closing herself within this freezer and freezing to death.
Talk about how a mother, I mean, obviously you've got some health issues right now. Talk about where that fight comes from, to fight for your child, to keep going forward even though everything maybe in your body says, I can't handle, I can't take one more step.
God. It comes for God.
We would also appreciate from the media if you would direct any of your questions, say to myself or to Larry. She hasn't slept probably 3 or 4 days.
She's still arranging to see her daughter. She hasn't been able to see her, and she has to make funeral arrangements. So if you could respect that and not contact her, and we direct that to you as well as the general public.
Larry, based on what you saw on the videotape so far, that it's incomplete, what do you think are some of the potential liability issues for the hotel?
I don't want to guess and speculate. I haven't gotten any statements, and we will go, as Sam said, we will go where the facts lead us. So all we've gotten so far is the snippets. We just got a short time ago the 911 recordings. I want all of it. I want all of the recordings, all of the communications, all of the reports, the statements that were taken. I want to know the individuals that were there. It's my understanding that there are parties that go on in these hotels. I want to know what they knew and what opportunities they had to be aware and prevent this from happening. We haven't even gotten an autopsy report yet. So a part of what we're doing is making sure she can begin the process of completing her grieving. Like I said, she has not even
Asasea Mponeamwa, our dear Mua, Wosamaya Adamidie, Mebewua, Medaimo, Metiasea, Medaimo, Dre, Damini Factory.
I am the earth and water, I am the full moon, I am the first mother, the universal womb. They call me Sacred Lotus, wisdom of the Cancer Queen, the mothership that brought the first terrestrial being. I come from distant planets, and now I have returned. I am the great goddess come to you.